Alright, you know what? I'll do this fight. Has been a while, and we just got healed. Should probably try to get a level up before we fight. Final fight. Please, game. RNG gods, please don't kill Cray. Okay, Cray is alive, thank goodness. Bum. Typhoon, idiot. Immersion will assist you. Yeah, get immersion. Even when it comes, if I was to choose which Ryu I like more, probably Breath of Fire 3 Ryu. I just like the design a bit more. Although Breath of Fire 4 Ryu is still good. I dig the ponytail that Breath of Fire 4 Ryu has. I think the 3 design is just unrivaled, though. I just really like the Breath of Fire 3 design Ryu. But overall, I like both Ryus a good bit. Should be the red charm coming up. Where it is. Fine. Now back to floor 1. This dungeon is definitely more maze-like compared to Karajan. It's like, the area itself isn't that big, but it's a lot of like going back and forth. Yeah, I'll fight you. I should try to get 37 before we fight the final boss. I really should. Let's do a Cyclone and a Typhoon. Nice. GG's, well played. If this kills. If this and the Typhoon. I mean, the bats at least will die, probably. And the horseman lives to fight another day. If we're talking Nina's, by the way, to add to the conversation, definitely Breath of Fire 4 Nina over Breath of Fire 3 Nina. Like, it's not even close. It's an easier pick. BOF 4 Nina, leagues better than BOF 3 Nina. And BOF 3 Nina isn't even bad, except when she's a little naive as a child. Outside of that, you know. How much HP do you have? Shining Bladed. Level 37. I came from this side. Okay, this fight, no thank you. Ryu is not that close to 37. He needs 5,000, but for Ryu himself to get 5,000, that's gonna take a few fights. So, like, I definitely don't care about the level up as much anymore. Because, like, I just realized, like, we're getting, like, 5,000 from these fights, but that's without being divided. It gets divided by 6, so Ryu getting... Like, Ryu getting 5,000 is gonna take a while. I forgot how Sais came to join the party. He was assigned to be watching the party and watching their actions. And he had a little arc, or arc, if we can call it that. He had a little arc where he basically told Empire. He's a mercenary for the Empire. He told the Empire, like, oh, like, what the party was doing. And then he had a redemption arc at some point where he, like, sided with you. Sias is unfortunately one of the characters that doesn't really get much. He's just kind of here. I mean, he's got a cool design, but other than that, it's really unfortunate. But he did face a lot of, the devs, talked about censorship issues with Breath of Fire 4. They were supposed to have, like, alcoholism tied with his plotline. But they censored it outside Japan. Because censorship sucks, I guess. Which is kind of nonsense, because this game has, like, Marlock, or Marduk? Marlock? I forget his name every time. Marduk, like, smokes a cigar. And they have, like, naked Ryu in the beginning of the game, and then they have, like, probably some other stuff that's a bit suggestive. So I'm like, I kind of find it BS that they censored alcohol from this game. Kind of seems unnecessary. Going this way now? The heck are all these? Oh, there's a chest here. Fun. Wait, I saw a red charm door. Is this a red charm door? I did pick up the red charm, did I not? Yeah, there it is. It's not a door I can release with the charm. I guess these aren't doors I can release with the charm. Go this way. Here we go. This is a door I can go through. I just thought he was a cool character simply because he... Yeah, I mean, like, that is really cool. What more could you ask for? He's a sword-wielding dog. Like, that is pretty great. Sias, like, to me, Sias gets points for character design. Like, he looks awesome. But part of me does feel like... I can understand when you're younger or something, like, because, again, this was a PS1 game. I never played this game when I was probably, like, 24 right now, so 7 years ago? I would have been 17? I mean, I played this game when I was, like, 17, so I wasn't, like, super young. But I can imagine someone playing the game being like, he's a sword-wielding dog. And I thought that, too, at first when I played this game. But, like, part of me was like, oh, it's really unfortunate that he didn't get, like, any sort of backstory in the North American version, unfortunately. Which, you know, kind of blows, all because of censorship. I agree, he's cool. He has a cool design. But that also makes me disappointed that we didn't get more of him. I mean, like, yeah, you can't hate him. I agree with that. Bum, bum. I was able to flee. Okay, wait, I did need to go back. I was going the right way before. We're going back to floor 1. This was just for Ryu's weapon, which, I mean, you know, getting Ryu's best weapon, really good. Might as well rest and save one last time before just finishing the game. Yeah, exactly. Definitely, when you get older, you definitely look at things like, oh yeah, like, what is this guy's purpose? And Sias rarely has a purpose other than, like, the first few hours of the game, and even then, they don't really make anything of it. Let's go to B3. We're basically there, chat. Final fight time. Basically done. We're like 5 hours in. I probably have another hour of like assuming I win the final boss first try, I probably have another hour for like the final boss and ending and everything. Which, I mean, that's fine. This will just be an extra long stream, I guess. Which I rarely do. If I lose to the final boss, I'm just gonna end stream though, because I definitely don't know how long the final boss will take. It'll take a while. Is there another diary here? Wait, I can go here. Yeah. This is the final diary of the game. I know I just rested at the other one, but like, we gotta save at the final one. Why not? The final save. Please, no more encounters. Let's just get to the end and see the final cutscenes. Okay, I see the game is not going to give that to me. Well, I won't hesitate to run, assuming the game lets me. Already committed, might as well see to it. Unless I lose to the final boss, but yeah, pretty much. The only way I don't finish the game at this point is losing to the final boss. Like, that's literally it. Stupid bats. I'm saving my resources. What is it with games having encounters, like, beyond the final save point? Expecting you to waste your resources. How do you feel about Fou-Lu? Do you feel like he's really a bad guy? Fou-Lu's awesome. No, I don't think Fou-Lu's really a bad person. He just goes a bit too far with his methods, obviously. Like, I feel like his reasonings for it are somewhat justified, but he just goes a bit far. I really like Fou-Lu. I think Fou-Lu's, like, the best character in this game. There was a bad ending, yeah. It's like Breath of Fire 3's bad ending. It's like in 3's bad ending, you get a choice. You have a choice, and there's a very obvious choice that will lead to the bad ending. So 3 also had one like that, where like Miria asks you a question, and you can choose to live your days in Eden, and that leads to a bad ending. So there's something similar in this game, though, yeah. Which I'm not going to show off in this stream. If anything, I'll do it in a bonus video, if I feel like it. Not Cray. Oh, well. Killing all my friends. Hey, what's up, Fou-Lu? By the way, in the North American version, they took out the decapitation scene, so it's just like, you know, implied, but also like, it's like, what happened to that dude? Yeah, he dead. Thou art come at last, thou who art me. Okay, Fou-Lu. I have to read more of your dialogue here. But what is this? These mortals thou hath brought with thee have no business here. You get a load of this, Fou-Lu. I'm your other half. Not my friends. Goodbye. They're all dead. Come hither, thou art to me. Yo, let's get it. I think the dialogue option is coming. Looks like they're still alive. Oh, thank goodness. They have the protagonist aura, even though they're not actual protagonists. Sup, brother? Other half? Okay, I'm gonna be the one to say it. I don't think the king attire really goes with Fou-Lu's character design. Like the cape and everything. Ryu, 'tis I. The time hath come for us to unite, that we may become a true god at last. Discard thou shell of flesh thou wearest and free thy spirit. Join with me. Yeah, so I think if you join with him, it leads to the bad ending? Yes, come to me. Then we shall bid farewell to this wretched world. It would appear that thou hast lived among the mortals far too long, Ryu. We must sever thine ties with this world. Untangle the paths that had tangled. I shall await thee, Ryu, in a place where this all began. Ryu. Ah, you guys are alive. Convenient. They're not making me go at this alone. I was so scared, Ryu, I couldn't move at all. But it looks like we're all right now. So, was he really here at all? Or was that some kind of projection? She says that Ryu has become too caught up in this world and with mortals. He was unable to merge with the Emperor. Well, I guess we got no choice but to keep on going. Let's go. I was gonna look at who I'm opening with, but this is not Breath of Fire 3. It doesn't really matter. We can use everyone. So. Looking at my party is kind of irrelevant. On the word. Yeah, yep. Here it is. I think there's one fight and then the ending branch happens. I don't even think I've ever done the bad ending, but I know when it comes. Six centuries ago. That would be 600 years. An interminably long span of time, as mortals reckon, but a brief twinkling for us. To this earth a Scob was summoned. But as the summoning was not perfect, that god was cleft in twain, split asunder into two bodies. I wonder who you're talking about here. I wonder. 'Tis strange to meet oneself in this fashion. Thou knowest what I am thinking, dost thou not, Ryu? Yes, brother. I can feel thy thoughts. I see thy memories of thy journeys with the mortals as clearly as if they were my own. Feelings mutual? Hear me, Ryu, thou art me, they are nothing compared to thee. They be caught up in thy path, nothing more. Wait, I'm doing this with 1v1, right? Yeah. A fitting 1v1 between Ryu and Fou-Lu. I don't remember how hard this fight is, but this is very fitting that we're getting the fight with these two. I'm just gonna go Dragon Up, if it's all the same to you. Dragon Up! I don't know if you've heard or seen the show called Shaman King. The guy split himself into, wants to reabsorb him after they got stronger so they could take over the world, kind of like what Fou-Lu wants to do with Ryu. Never, I feel like I might have heard of Shaman King. Definitely never seen it. Sounds familiar, though. Yo, sick attack animation? Thou seekest to protect the mortals in their worlds. You also get some dialogue during this, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Fou-Lu's definitely not a bad guy. Like, he's clearly an antagonist who has a lot of depth to him instead of just, like, evil, you know? Like, I mean, he really cared for Mami, and it crushed him to see her, like, taken and executed, so... Thou wish to bequeath the future to them, thou does not. And he clearly has, like, no trust in humans at this point after everything that's transpired. So, you know. Now for the Kaiser Breath. I really like Fou-Lu. He's probably, like, he's my favorite character in this game. I was gonna say probably. No, he is. He's definitely one of the best things about the Breath of Fire 4 storyline. And I want to preface this by saying that ever since I played this game and I see Breath of Fire 3 and how Tipo was utilized, Tipo would have benefited from a similar role to Fou-Lu in this game. Can thou withstand mind power? I mean, like, yeah, Fou-Lu is basically like not a villain but an antagonist because he's like on the opposing side, but he has a lot more depth to him than just being bad and wanting to kill humans or take over the world for the reasons he does. Let's go with the wind attack, I guess. Pulling away Fou-Lu. You got nothing on this. I thought you were gonna go dragon form. Maybe you will at some point. Good damage, good damage. Why does he attack like 0? Should ye fall, who then shall protect? Yeah, okay. More Kaiser Breath. Give up, Fou-Lu, come on. I know you're all powerful and all, but how much endurance and stamina do you really have? Should ye fall, who then shall... You might have to, just wait for a certain amount of turns to go by. Maybe. Maybe I do need to eventually deplete your HP. Either way, it's working. Still have, like, wisdom fruits to use, too, for the next phase. Oh, he's going dragon. Dragon, oh! Is he? No, he's not. He's just doing, like, a giant shockwave move. Okay, I thought that was gonna end the phase. Hi, I'm back. Okay, yeah, it did end the fight. Nice. Dude, that was really cool. I really like that moment between Ryu and Fou-Lu and the dialogue going in.